I've waited a long time to check this off my bucket list. We are in Spectre, where Big Fish, Tim Burton's famous movie, takes place. This is also where the Dark Forest begins. Ewan McGregor, Albert Finney, Billy Crudup, Helena Bonham Carter. Legendary spot. I am so excited. Entering through the dark forest just like Edward Bloom did. Welcome to Spectre. And this is so cool. Everybody remembers this is where Jenny would throw Edward's shoes. If he doesn't have his shoes on, he can never leave. It seems a lot more people have added theirs to the collection. And you really feel like you're thrown into the fantasy world from Big Fish. Edward Bloom's journey in storytelling is a huge inspiration to how I roll. And walking down this famous lane takes you back to those times. We are all on a journey of life, and hopefully it leads to the great places and people that the journey of Mr. Bloom. And when we tell our tall tales to our family members and friends, I hope they believe us. But if not, they can retrace our steps and see the influence we have had. Talk about a trip down memory lane. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. Ewan McGregor, Helena Bonham Carter, the mayor's house, and of course, the famous church. It's so cool. And the swamp that surrounds this beautiful island. Talk about a divine place. Welcome to Spectre. And here is once where Jenny's house stood. Sadly, a storm knocked it out. But of course, one of the most famous locations from the movie. You can see where the giant pushes it just to straighten it out. So Ewan McGregor stood right here. Very cool. This is such a famous swamp. And the story of Big Fish is to dream. Dream big. Live even bigger. So it's all the planks that held the house up. Helena Bonham Carter. Jenny, the spirit of Spectre. One of my favorite movies. What a magical, magical day. I'm keeping an eye out for the Coosa River serpent here on the water. It is a sea dragon described with a horse's head and a snake-like body, black on top with a white underbelly. In the 1800s, when one was actually captured and killed, they sliced open his stomach and found a man on his canoe inside. There have been dozens of sightings since. I think it's connected to Nessie, to the Lake Erie Monster, to the Pensacola Serpent. What a legendary place. Here's the Wetumpka Chamber of Commerce, which is very haunted. The third floor especially. They say there's a spirit of the original bank owner and his daughter but then a dark spirit, a huge shadow. Then some workers took apart a scarecrow they found, and then soon enough, it was pieced back together and moving around the bank. How crazy! So there is a cursed scarecrow in these walls. Super rad. Very cool, famous location, the Wetumpka Impact Crater, where 85 million years ago, a 1,000-foot diameter asteroid hit. Pretty next level. You'd think that would stir up the energy a bit. In 1954, there was a fireball in the sky. It was spotted by 3 states. It broke apart and crash landed here in town and actually struck a woman in her hip. The picture is pretty rad. There's a huge black mark on her. The Hodges meteorite, 1954. Extraterrestrial? Huh. I'm at the location of one of Alabama's most famous ghost stories, the hanging of Bill Skeeto. In 1864, he left the war and got a substitute because he was taking care of a sick family member. Still, they were after him, and they lynched him as a deserter. And he was so tall that they kept having to dig the hole. And they say, no matter how many times it's filled in, the hole still remains. There's been strange sights, phenomenon, weird noises, and apparitions. But I stand with Billy. What a wild location. Here we are at the Gibson Inn in Apalachicola, Florida, location of the movie They Bite that came out in 1996 about these sea creatures that emerge from the water to mate with humans and then eat them. But there's also a really haunted story here about 2 cursed sisters that laughed at a local swamp witch, and then they were cursed. They woke up with tons of birds inside their room, and then they were watched ever since until their death. Man, what a wild story. They say room 128 is the most haunted. Can't wait to check it out. About to do the tour. Wowzers. Here at the Gibson Inn, which is one of the most notorious hotels here in Apalachicola. Very historic and tons of things to see. Lots of beautiful paintings and artwork of the history. And check out this room. Who wants to get smoked in 8-ball? Look at that alligator. That is so dope. Here's the Combs Inn in Apalachicola, Florida. Originally built in 1905, there was a bad fire in 1911 that forced the Combs family to move into a hotel. The wife was so heartbroken, she died days later. And then the husband followed suit right after. They're buried right across the street. I'm gonna try to find their grave. They say this place is full of strange noises and weird lights that show up in pictures. Here we are at the Chestnut Street Cemetery, the old city graveyard. You can definitely feel the vibe within these gates. Definitely an abundance in energy and high strangeness. This is one of the main locations of the Apalachicola ghost tours. There's murder victims, war heroes, apparitions. An abundance of squirrels. there's the Combs Inn. I'm sure those windows in the cemetery have an interesting relationship. The Hayes House, Ghosts Are People Too, by Keith Evans. Written about this haunted house right here in Apalachicola. Super cool spot. Man, abundance of strange energy here. I'm here at the Orman House, famous state park here in Apalachicola, Florida. Built in 1838 by a merchant, Mr. Orman, and is still abundant in energy to this day. Strange figures and pleasant voices have been heard and spotted. Sits right on a hill overlooking some botanical gardens and a beautiful pond. Magic. Found this dope little private beach getaway. Doesn't get much better than this. The coast, man. Perfect place to get away. Coastal paradise, man. Doesn't get much better than this. The homie fisherman over there, he said he caught a huge redfish a couple weeks ago. He's parading through those marshlands, finding the spot. That's what you gotta do. Here we are at Scott's Ferry Landing, location of a murder, August 18th, 1931, when there's some turpentiners got in an argument and the wood rider pulled a hatchet and threw it at these two brothers, Charlie and Richard Smoke. After the scuffle happened, the wood rider was dead. They took the Smoke brothers in for questioning, locked them up, and then ended up freeing them. On their way home to freedom, they were pulled aside by a huge gang of hooded people. They were rounded up, and when one of the brothers ran away, he was lit up by fire. The other brother was executed shortly after. Definitely a grisly spot. And now it's a campsite, a cool campground, and they have a general store. We just found this cool key on the ground. I wonder what door or gate it will unlock. We will have to see. Here I am at ACI, Appalachian Correctional Institute. This borders Lake Seminole and Chattahoochee Hospital. So no surprise that it is very, very haunted. But I have heard some crazy stories of some sections of this prison having tons of ghosts and also strange noises. But there is one underground section that used to be a basement dormitory, just loaded with bunk beds, and there is a violent apparition there. Putting out a forest fire over there. Pretty wild, man. That's a cool looking chopper. I'm back with Ninja Ronnie at the Cohelee Creek Covered Bridge here in Georgia, the southernmost covered bridge in the country. And we are looking for the Goat Man creature. I'm checking in the mud for some prints, evidence. We are under Coheely Creek covered bridge in Georgia looking for the Goat Man, and we found this broken plate with a bunch of stuff written on top of it. Imbalance, curse, chains holding. Not sure what type of ritual this was. We're going to try to put it back together and piece the clues. But the answers might be right on the wall. What's up, guys? We're in Georgia at the Coheely Creek covered bridge. We're looking for the Goat Man. Many years ago, this hate group sadly killed a black farmer and then put him up in a tree. Days later, they never found the body. He turned into half man, half beast and started hunting his captors down. So we're out here trying to look for the creature to pay our respects. But what a beautiful, cozy night full of strange vibes and noises all around us. You silly kitty cat. What's this one's name?
Little one.
Oh, that's the little one?
Yeah, I've just always called him that. He's the nicest one.
Yeah. Hey, little one.
Finch.
Got all your little friendly cousins and sisters.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
He died in 1938.
We're here at Rocky Creek, keeping our eyes open for the rod bender, but also paying respect to some of these graves in the woods.
Some idiot shot that.
Dang.
These are all good people here.
Yeah.
1865, you said?
1865, died in 1932.
Wow.
And there's no telling how many unmarked graves you're walking on.
Oh, they
Right.
absolutely. There's no telling.
I guarantee you. I guarantee there's more to this grave.
There's an orange flag on this broke off tree right here. Make a little hole there too.
Crazy pit right here outside of the nuke silos. We don't want to fall in there and end up like Stacy Brown and Les Stroud, stranded forever. Now we're heading to Alamo Cave. Shout out to Florida Trailblazer and Dale Cox.
Yeah, heck yeah. Find, pointing the way, pointing the way. We had trailblazers, as it were.
Yes, sir. At the St. Luke's Baptist Church ruins here in the Panhandle, Florida, with the Mr. Freaky Florida himself, Mark Muncy.
Connor, I can't believe you brought us to this amazing place. I had seen it, but I hadn't seen it since the hurricane damage. It made it more magnificent. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh man, and the stories of, I mean, there's the friar here that supposedly died, that haunts it. When that window was there, it was quite spectacular, but it's still, oh my gosh. What do you think, Carrie? You're gonna find some snakes out there?
I hope so.
Yeah,
It's nice of that vulture to fly up when we got here.
Yeah, that was ominous.
that was pretty magical.
Oh man, so definitely, when you're doing your eerie travels, this is an amazing place.
A good spot to hit while you're, checking out Bellamy Bridge.
The caves, Florida Caverns, and then Henson Cave, where we're gonna be heading, and then. Oh my gosh, and then you're just a few miles from everything here, Mariana, Dozier School, oh my gosh, and of course the Russ House and all the ghost stories, Civil War battle. You can't ask for, I'm telling you, Mariana is like, everybody says St. Augustine, everybody says, I think Amelia Island and Mariana are the two hidden gems of paranormal hotspots in
Just
Florida.
even on our drive from breakfast to here, we passed a haunted mansion, haunted graveyard.
What's the house? There's the one house that she used to pay people $0.25 to plug up the bullet holes from the Civil War battle.
Yeah, and that's the lady in blue and the lady in white is spotted at that house. Yeah,
it's crazy. So, but yeah, no, this is the town, man. This is it. This is the hot spot. So, and you're in ground zero. So And then look at this. I mean, this is...
It's a perfect way to enjoy your Sunday morning. You know?
Nice. And 10 degrees cooler in Tampa Bay, so I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's a whole kitty cat village down in the basement now.
Sure, and possums and everything. Oh, man. It's wide open to the basement there.
Yeah. The staircase up there is like so crazy to think like some of the stairs probably fell down, and that's like a 100-foot fall.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Getting some forest people makeup done on set of Please Make Sense here in Tallahassee. All of us forest people are in line, orderly for now. Here's AJ getting the professional makeup done by Carrie, the executive producer.
No, I'm not the exec.
Are you just the boss?
producer.
You're the producer?
Which is actually higher than the executive.
Yeah, I had to throw executive in there just because, you know, I thought that was as high as it goes.
No, the executives give you the money.
It's okay,
Make all the things happen.
she's the producer. She's the one in charge. She's holding down the director, that's for sure.
The world.
Got the director acting. We're on set of Please Make Sense, a horror movie being filmed in Tallahassee, directed by Alex Ullum. Be on the lookout.
Come in, we're not gonna be good. All right, Jasmine, are you ready? Alex, you ready? All right, let's roll sound, please. We're doing no, like none of audio for no. This is scene 14, Alpha pickup, take one. I think get your hands already in there. Right here. Mark. You're supposed to see your hands on his shoulder and stuff, right? Okay, so like you can see his shoulder. Alright, and action. Come back in, Dave. Come back in. Come back in. All right. Did we get it? Did we get it? Got it all day. You got 2 great ones. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. All right. Great. All set. Speeding. 11 Bravo. Take 1. Akira, can you lean forward a little bit more? Yep. Hard. All right. Hold. Frame. Action. Cut, 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 cut. Sweet, 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 sweet. That was fun. Hard. And Akira, can you scoot forward a little bit? Yep. Remember, keep your plane. And action. reset. Don't cut. That was perfect. It's just the door. It was just absolutely perfect. Just the door. It was Evan. It wasn't you. That was perfect. Everything. Yeah, we just missed him opening the door. That was it. Let's go again. That was perfect. That was fucking perfect. No. Just make sure that she feels you when you open the door. All right, reset. Kira out a little bit. Action! Help me! Help me! Reset. One more time. That was great. I just need one more. Evan's gonna yell when he opens the door. He's gonna yell, "Let me in." He's gonna yell, "Let me in." That's your cue to spin as soon as he fucking yells, "Let me in," and got it. Yeah, I want more. The same flailing shit. Do it after you close the door too. It's on. You're still flailing until that moment that you look up. Then you're freezing. Got it? Awesome. That was fucking awesome. All right, ready on the roll. A little bit more forward, Akira. Action! Look up! Okay, reset. One more time. That was great. Reset, one more time. You're doing something fantastic. It's just that beat where the door opens. That's all. It's just making sure you see it. Play face the camera. Like, I love the look over there. Just keep face the camera low. That was fucking great. So, yeah. I'm gonna yell for door open. All right, you got it. As soon as you close the door, frantically trying to lock it. Spin around in here. We're just missing it because it's so loud. That's all. And you're in it. All right, sweet. Hold. Action. Door open! Door open! Look up! Look up! Cut! And action! Door open! Look up! Look up! Reset. One more time. You just gotta look up quicker. That's it. Everything the exact same. As soon as you close the door, lock. Look up. That's it. Beep. Look up. Sweet. Hold. And action. Door open. Look up. Yeah, there we go. Cut! Let's move on. That was great.
Do we need a flash by camera, please?
Yep, you're at minimum. I'm just leaving it at minimum.
Beatrice, can you get a little bit closer?
Go closer to me and then down. Yeah, right there.
Nice. And Mitch, it's a quick action, so action. Redo it. You don't have to get out. Let me just see that hand. Grab it. See if you can grab it from the inside, so I don't want to see. It looks like your fingernails are ripping at it, so action.
Like that, but not fuck it up.
Yeah. And Beatrice, could you come back to where you were a little bit? Yep. And action. And Mitch, wait, put it one more time. Let's just do it from the normal way that you were doing it before.
Like that?
Yeah, as quick as possible. And action. Sweet, cut. All right, let's move on to just his eyes, gently on it. From the, you can stay there, Mitch. You can stay there. Actually, no, you're in shotgun for this shot. Right, just literally right here. When we go for it, let me check the ground first. Everyone check the ground for poison ivy.
Knocks on the extension cord.
It's a wrap.
once he's done acting on a low budget feature, you gotta tie the knots. That's only one knot on that cord, I think. Nope, another one.
It is pretty sophisticated though.
Another one. Hey.
Hey, I'm Connor from Bigfoot Anon, and I'm always on the hunt for the next big adventure. When you're on the trail for long hours, you build up quite the stench, enough to drive any skunk ape or yeti away. Luckily, I'm on the quest now for the solution to all my problems. Yeti bars. They do exist. Available in tons of different scents and fragrances. Check out YetiBars.net for more and use my code BA10 for a special offer. Clean like a beast. Yeti Bars!
The flesh of the unguided and non-believers fuel this void.